we kind of combined everything that happened last year, and just I really wanted to see Charlie grow and show the other side of her. And I think I had a lot of fun year one playing her total vulnerable side, and getting to with the audience, we got to watch her grow from from being who she was to where she is now. And then I wanted to take all that, incorporate it, and use it for season 2. And so it's just you after you go through something really traumatic, everybody grieves differently and goes through their stages in so many different ways. And so with Charlie, she's at the bottling it stage, and at the beginning of the season, it's more she's trying to feel. She wants to see what she can kind of feel again, because she's so disengaged from so many things, and kind of just learns how to check herself, how to put her emotions to a different place, because she needs to get certain things done. Which has been fun to play, just interesting to discover another side of her. That was a long-winded answer.
Well, now it seems like she's stepping into even more power, by basically having these guys that have to answer to her. Is she up for that challenge?
How awesome is that? I'm not gonna lie.
But is that something that she feels ready for, and she actually gets to step up, and we get to see her basically start to lead a little bit more?
Yeah. I think Charlie's always somebody who's up for a challenge. Whether she knows that she's going to do it right or she's going to fail at it, she's still going to go into it 1,000%. And that's kind of one of the things that I love about her, is that it just doesn't even matter what you throw in her face. She's never going to turn around and be like, I can't handle the responsibility. It's a lot of pressure. She's just going to go for it and just see what happens. And I think that that's an admirable quality to have. And so, so when the opportunity arose, she kind of just goes for it. And I read the episode. I texted Eric right away. I was like, this is awesome. How cool is that? So yeah.
Does everybody else kind of fall in line accordingly? Or are there people that kind of have issues with the fact that now she's given this power?
Oh, well, there's going to be some dramatic elements involved there for sure. There's people that question her in all situations. I feel like somebody's given a situation where they get authority, there's going to be other people that don't necessarily agree with her, especially when the person is like, me, little 20-year-old thing walking around being like, you do this. So yeah, there's definitely some obstacles that she has to overcome. The only person that she fully trusts is Miles. He's been the one person that's the most upfront with her about everything, and even though we don't see necessarily all their last year there was a lot of Charlie and Miles stuff. This year, it's more, they've kind of come to a place where they're like, he's like, she's got it. And they have like a very great understanding of each other. And there's a lot of moments where I find that Billy and I really kind of get to do that. And it's in a quick second, and people might not pick up on it, but there is that kind of, but outside of that, yeah, I think even with her mom, I mean, they've gotten to a really great place, but I think there's still going to be a part of her that's a little bit, standoffish, because that's still a new thing that's come about. Let's do this. With Connor, and as you kind of see after the whole sex thing happens, she sits down with him and she's just like, only if you care, and she's very just whatever about it. It's a fling. It's not a big deal. And then all of a sudden this bomb comes, and she sees Jason, and there's a lot of anger there, for her. He's tried to kill them a couple times. It's a little bit of a problem. And so she's mad, but there's still, he's still her first love, and he's still kind of that person for her. I see Jason as somebody who, whenever, I think that she's so afraid to trust him because she doesn't trust herself with him, because whatever it is with him, she'll kind of do it, and then she'll get herself into trouble a lot. Year one, there was always Miles being like, your boyfriend did this, and she's like, damn it, I did it again. You know what I mean? Like, I trusted him. And so I think that's a big part of why she holds back with him. So it's interesting to see the big ring happen. But as far as which way she goes, I will not tell you that.
What does
I think the Charlie and Monroe relationship has been really interesting for me. Because there's just this, like, there's so much anger and hatred there, but when there's they say what the opposite of love is indifference, right? So when you despise somebody, there's a level of passion that's there, whether you hate somebody very passionately, and I don't think that it's a sexual passion. I think it's just that, you know, there's just something that she just, and he's responsible for so many things that went wrong in her life. And then you've kind of got to, there's another giant pill to swallow, because here he is, and you've got to get over all the things that he's done, and kind of he's on your team now. You kind of have to deal with it. So I don't really know as far as like where they kind of stand. He's so, I mean, he saves her life and does all these good things at the beginning, and then he kind of goes to Jerkville a little bit, dabbles there, and then comes back. So like I think there's I think she just kind of handles him with great care. There's a lot of caution there, and when everything happens with Connor, you know, I was kind of playing it in a way where just, you know, it's your problem, not my problem, right? And that was a really fun thing with David, that dynamic, you know,